From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is Roz and Mocha.
it's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Roz. Mocha. Roz and Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Powered by Air Transat.
Hey, John, welcome to the podcast.
Hey, Roz. How are you?
Good, man. How's it going?
Going good.
So you wrote us this. Roz and Mocha, you should do a podcast with all the conversations with the Queen.
Yeah, I was listening to the last...
What are you doing? What are you doing right now, man?
I'm at a gas station.
Okay, well, what are you doing? Your phone sounds terrible.
Hold on.
You're gonna here's my thing that I don't understand. Okay, is that we call you and we're like, you're gonna be on the show, you're gonna be on the podcast. Like, take 2 seconds and just go sit in your car.
Okay, I'm in the car now.
Okay, what were you doing?
I was just, I drive a shuttle bus. I was getting the gas in the bus.
Yeah,
ready,
man, don't multitask when you're on the podcast, bro.
All right.
It's literally going to take 2 seconds. Okay, so what is it about the Queen calls that you like?
I just love her jokes and how every time you guys ask her a question, her jokes are totally irrelevant to the question.
Right. Well, most of everything the Queen does is completely irrelevant to the question.
Oh, Maury kills me.
All right. Who does? Maury. Maury has nothing to do with this. Well, listen, John. Your wish is our command. So, without further ado, here is the very special podcast. Exclusively will feature every single Roz and Mocha Show phone call to the Queen. Okay, the first one was just so you know, April 21st, 2016. Here we go.
It's the Queen's birthday! So young.
Yes. If you remember back in September,
When the Queen turned 100.
Queen Elizabeth broke a record. She was the longest-serving British monarch for 64 years. And then, of course, today, Mum, Queen Elizabeth II, turns 90 years old. Mocha, 90.
I have a feeling my mom right now, because she's a huge monarchist, is probably throwing the Queen a big party at our house in Malvern. And my mom's the only invitee.
Just wearing purple and drinking tea.
Yeah. She'll probably pull out her Queen of England cutlery and plates and glasses and cups.
Always nice to have the Queen on the show. Always nice to have a royal on the show, but especially when it is the Queen herself. I know she's having a very busy day, Mocha, but if we could call over to Buckingham Palace, see if we can get her.
Hopefully Mum answers.
Hello? No, put the cake over there. I cannot blow out 90 candles. Hello? Who's the... Hello?
Your Majesty.
Oh, hello? Who's this?
Good morning and happy birthday.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm 90, you know.
It's Roz and Mocha. We're from Toronto, Canada.
Who's Roz and Mocha? What, do I know them?
Okay.
We talk to you every single year on your birthday. We always call you. We're like the first ones.
Oh, of course. Hello.
Hello. We all loved that picture yesterday, little Prince George standing on those, but looking so cute.
Oh, my goodness. Stealing my thunder, that George.
Always stealing your thunder. Hey, Queen, you are 90.
I am so old that when I was in school, there was no history class.
Now, what sort of things they have? I mean, I know a lot of people when they get to your age, they don't like to actually talk about the age.
Speak up!
Can you hear us now?
Yes.
Okay. When a lot of people get to your age, they don't necessarily like to talk about their age. But how does it feel today? You're 90.
Oh, I'm so old that I have Adam and Eve's autograph.
Okay.
Hey, Your Majesty.
Yes.
Your Majesty. What are you doing to celebrate on your big day, your 90th birthday? It's got to be a huge celebration, huh?
I am so old that I co-wrote the 10 Commandments.
Well, I don't know if you're that old. I think you should give yourself a little bit more credit than. I said I don't think you're that old, ma'am.
I am so old that I took my driver's test on a dinosaur.
Hang on a second. I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you the oldest living in Buckingham Palace right now? Like, are you the oldest person?
I am so old that I walked into an antique store and they tried to keep me.
You are. We all know that you are the
You
longest.
have a car?
Okay. You are the longest reigning monarch. We knew that from last year. 64 years now in Buckingham Palace. How does that feel combined with now this fantastic legacy birthday that you're celebrating today?
I am so old that when God said, "Let there be light," I was the one that flipped the switch. Are we done here?
I would have thought maybe you lit the candle and not a switch. That seems like
Electricity came like way after.
Are you critiquing me?
No, ma'am. Listen, we love you. We love everything about you. You looked beautiful in all the pictures. Congratulations on everything.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Before
birthday.
we let you go, Your Highness, Your Majesty,
Yes.
is there one more thing that you would like to say about your 90 years of living on this earth?
Absolutely. You know, I am so old that when I was born, the Dead Sea was just getting sick. I've got to go.
Happy birthday, Queen!
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Let's talk about the meals on Air Transat flights real quick. Savor every moment with gourmet meals and breakfast created by celebrity Quebec chef Daniel Vezina. Now, I've done these flights before where I've flown club class on Air Transat, and I had this menu, and no joke, it was the best food I'd ever had on a plane ever, and I fly all over the world. It's incredible. The chef's menu included when you fly in club class, as we mentioned. Also, if you are in economy, there are limited available meals that you can purchase on flights. You can do this up to 72 hours before you fly. What you get, okay, every meal served with a salad, dessert, and a glass of wine. Each breakfast is served with a plain croissant, yogurt, orange juice, and coffee. A gourmet menu to celebrate your vacations. All you got to do is reserve now at airtransat.com. And let's get back to more calls with the Queen. The world was on edge yesterday.
Why?
Well, the unofficial start of Christmas in the UK is when the Queen gets on that train. She goes to her sort of Christmas cabin. I don't even know what it really is. She canceled the trip last minute yesterday with Philip, and a lot of people were freaking out. It was because of a health reason.
That's why my mom was so upset yesterday. She didn't want to talk about it.
Thank you. So a royal spokesperson shared the news that both Prince Philip and the Queen have, quote, heavy colds.
Oh. Not just a regular cold, but a heavy one.
But a heavy cold. She reportedly canceled her getaway train trip at the last minute. She is 90 years old. She's been doing this since 1952.
Wow.
Right?
Take some Buckleys, girl.
Yeah, so always nice to check in with the Queen. She was always nice to take our calls. So let's give Buckingham Palace a call, find out how Mom's doing.
I simply said, Charles, rub Vicks on my neck, and you ran away.
Mom,
Hello?
Mom, how you feeling?
Who?
How are you feeling?
I'm fabulous. I simply said I'm sick and tired of parties, and they got the wrong idea.
Okay. So are you sick? Are you well? The world is so worried.
I'm at an age when my back goes out more than I do.
Okay. Yeah, Mom, listen, we understand you're 90 years old.
I'm naughty what?
Okay.
No, you're 90 years
90
old.
years old.
Oh yes, I am.
Yes. Okay, we
You're
know.
right.
Okay.
So what is your health like this morning? How do you feel this morning after everything that went down yesterday?
I am so old. When Moses split the Red Sea, I was on the other side fishing.
Okay. So what is the plan now? I mean, you have to be at a point where you maybe have to start realizing you have to dial things back when it comes to your royal duties. I know you just...
You said duties!
Okay. The story was that you've stepped down as part of 25 organizations, including Wimbledon. Is this because you are getting a little bit older and you want to sort of dial it back a bit?
Well, you know, I am so old. I was a waitress at the Last Supper.
Okay.
What about, okay, fine. So you're not going on the trip. Are you staying at Buckingham Palace this weekend then for Christmas?
I am so old. Benjamin Franklin used my apartment key on his kite.
He needs you to ask him leading questions that end with an age-specific
gotcha.
sort of thing.
Okay, sorry. Your Highness, Your Majesty, what about
Yes.
New Year's Eve at your age? Will you still be able to head out to any parties or maybe even host any parties at Buckingham Palace?
Well, I am so old. When I go to the museum, the guards try and put me back into a display case. What is so funny?
Nothing, Mom. Nothing. Listen, it was fantastic to talk to you. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Hope you feel better. Our best to Philip.
I've asked him to put Vicks on me. Get back here. I just want a little Vicks.
Hey, who's older, you or Philip?
I am so old that when I was young, rainbows were black and white. Bye-bye.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Celebrate a big birthday today, Mocha.
Oh, celebrity birthdays, huh?
The celebrity. It's the biggest birthday in the world today, which, of course, is the Queen. The Queen turns 91 today, and she has 2 birthdays, which is real weird. So her actual...
2 birthdays?
I know. Her actual birthday is today, April 21st.
Okay.
But the birthday that is celebrated is June 17th.
Why?
And they've been celebrating a date in June with royal family since like the 1700s. Because the one king who was there was born in November, and he didn't like the weather in November, so he just went ahead and moved everybody's birthday celebration to June.
Oh, yeah?
Which is the most royal family thing I've ever heard in my life.
So you got 2 birthday cakes.
You get 2 birthday cakes. Yeah. So today's the Queen's actual birthday, and shall we call Buckingham Palace and check in with the Queen?
Hello?
Oh.
Good morning and happy birthday.
Someone tell Meghan Markle to get my teeth.
Yo, Meghan Markle's already there?
We're celebrating my happy birthday to me.
Yes, Your Majesty, happy birthday. How are you feeling today, love?
Oh, it's the day after 420.
Oh, no.
Wait, did you celebrate 420 yesterday?
Now, you're 91. Are you into something like 420? I would have never thought that.
I am so old. You know, my watch was a sundial.
Now, Your Highness, Your Majesty, being 91, at that age, things happen to the body. You might slow down. You might get aches and pains. At 91 today, your birthday, how are you feeling physically?
I am so old. There's fossils at my birthday party.
Okay, that's where this is going. All the time with the Queen, huh? Your Majesty, so much is...
to clean.
Okay, sorry. No, you don't have to clean. I refer to you as the Queen, who you are.
That's me, the Queen.
That is you, the Queen. Have you? I know that I don't imagine you can stay up late, or you're too into binge watching. But at the age that you are now, looking back at everything that was shown about your life in that Netflix special, The Crown, did you watch any of that, or are you too old to stay up and binge watch?
At my age, getting a little action means I don't need to take any fiber today.
Okay.
Totally not what we were talking about.
That's fine. How are the grandchildren? How are William and Harry doing?
You know, I am so old. I dated Marco Polo, and you can imagine what it was like in bed. Marco.
Your Highness, is there anything else that you would like to say to everybody here in Toronto or even across Canada who may be listening and want to wish you a happy birthday?
I am so old. Getting lucky means I woke up this morning.
Well, Congratulate.
Oh, my last name is Osaurus.
Queenosaurus. I get it.
All
Your
right.
Majesty, it is always a pleasure.
Happy birthday.
I never found my purse. I left it on Noah's Ark. Happy birthday. Megan, get my tea.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So, man, Buckingham Palace was trending all last night. They announced that there was this emergency all-staff meeting at Buckingham Palace. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people thought it was abdication, that maybe the Queen was going to step down, or that people were saying maybe Prince Philip had died, that there was a royal engagement to be made.
Two things that I thought happened.
Yeah.
Number one, I thought either the Queen died or she was going to die.
Right.
Number two, I thought Prince Harry got Meghan Markle pregnant.
Oh,
and that they were going to make a big announcement or try to figure out how to deal with that situation. Yeah. Actually, I should add this in. Third, because it's May 4th, I thought they were going to be throwing like some big Star Wars party or something.
Right.
May the 4th be with you, right?
Well, at least it wasn't announcing that the Queen was pregnant. So, as always...
the Queen pregnant?
You never
Is
know.
she old?
You never know, man.
Like 91?
You never know, bro. So let's check in with the Queen, if you wouldn't mind giving Buckingham Palace a ring, Mocha.
Philip, that doesn't mean less work around here for you.
So what the big story was, good morning, Your Majesty.
Oh, my God.
So Prince Philip...
He sounds so annoyed.
So Prince Philip is now retiring from sort of royal duties. He's going to step down... Philip, 95 years old, of course. I think he's earned the break. Your Majesty, what are your thoughts on Prince Philip stepping down from his royal duties?
A retired husband is often a wife's full-time job.
What was the conversation, Queen, between you and Philip prior to making this big announcement?
Why do nursing homes give Viagra to old men every night?
Why?
It keeps them from rolling out of bed.
Still didn't answer the question, but that was funny.
A lot of people were shocked by this. They thought maybe abdication, that maybe you were stepping down, even though you have said many times that you have absolutely zero intention of doing that. When did the conversation happen with you and Philip that he was going to sort of recuse himself from all of his royal duties?
How do you know Prince Philip is old?
How?
People call the palace at 9 p.m. and ask, "Did I wake you?"
Your Majesty, is Prince Philip there? Is he there? Can we speak to Philip?
Would he be? The bum's retired.
Okay. So if you wouldn't mind putting Philip on the phone for us, please.
Philip, Telly. Hello, it's Prince Philip.
Okay.
Prince Philip, you kind of sound like a queen.
Okay, Queen, if you're going to fool people and have somebody else come on the phone, you have to try and do a different voice for the person.
Oh, this is Prince Philip. You want the Queen again? Hang on.
Okay, sorry, Philip.
Lovey.
See, the Queen has never made a prank phone call in her life. Every phone call she's ever had to make, somebody dials the numbers for her.
Oh, are you done talking to Philip?
Yes,
yeah, we are done talking to Philip.
Let me ask you this. Why does Prince Philip smile all the time?
Why?
Because he can't hear a word you're saying.
That's just mean.
Yeah, straight up mean. All right, Queen, is there anything finally that you would like to say to the people listening right now about Philip retiring and, well, not doing anything now?
Why doesn't Prince Philip mind being called a retiree?
Why?
Because it comes with a 10% discount.
Okay. Hey, when are Harry and Meghan getting engaged? Can you let us in on that at all or no?
Philip, the phone is for you.
The Queen, ladies and gentlemen!
Get back to work.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Queen is making headlines again.
Yeah, she's set to get a huge raise, and this has a lot of people, regular citizens, taxpayers, sort of bent out of shape. It's a grant, federal grant, basically, which covers the household's official travel, upkeep of the palaces. So the money now that is basically going to the Queen, the raise, as a lot of people are calling it, will go from $97 million. Next April will increase to $104.9 million. And
She may be the only 91-year-old in the entire world to be making $104 million a year.
Yeah, and that's for upkeep. That's for reno. That's the reno budget.
So, like, to change light bulbs, to buy Windex, to clean all that glass in Buckingham Palace, all that stuff.
But people, they say it's a great investment because what the royal family then does bring in. But a lot of people, a lot of taxpayers are very upset about this. Mocha, would you please, let's try and check in with the Queen this morning and give Buckingham Palace a call.
I better not be paying for this call.
Good morning, Your Majesty.
Who is this?
It's your boyfriend's Roz And Mocha.
Okay, stop. Okay. The Queen, please run us through this, and not that you need to, Your Majesty, but if you could justify this massive increase from a $97 million grant to a $104.9 million grant.
Hugh Grant?
No, not Hugh Grant. No, ma'am.
I love him.
Ma'am, it's
Huge grant.
No, it's a huge grant, not Hugh Grant, ma'am.
Okay, what's 6 inches long, 2 inches wide, and drives women wild?
What?
Money! You know, money talks, but all mine ever says is goodbye.
Okay. So are you
But you're
telling
going to be saying hello to a big fat raise.
I am so broke, the light at the end of the tunnel has been turned off due to budget cuts.
Okay. Are you saying, ma'am, that you need this raise because you're hard up for money?
I am so poor. I saw a sign that said, "Watch for children," and I thought, that sounds like a fair trade.
My God. What do you have to say, Your Highness, to all the people who are mad that you are getting a raise when there are buildings in the UK that have been deemed unsafe for living, and there are hundreds and hundreds of people being evacuated because they can't live there anymore?
I am so poor, I can't afford aromatherapy, so I just randomly sniff stuff and hope.
My God.
So you have do you understand at all, though, when you do get a little kickback from the citizens, the taxpayers, that they
Don't
might
kick my back.
Okay, no, no, ma'am. Nobody, Your Majesty, nobody is kicking your back. I'm just saying, do you understand when there is a little bit of kickback when this headline comes out saying that the palace is going to get a $97 million bump up to $104.9 million for maintenance on the palace?
I am so poor, I can't afford to put my 2 cents into this conversation.
I was going to bring up the fact that actual poor people in the UK are having their benefits cut.
Right. Like everywhere.
But I have a feeling that the Queen would only answer with another poor joke.
I am so poor that our TV in the palace has only 2 channels, on and off.
Wait, but what channel is it on when it's actually on?
Yeah.
Off.
Oh.
All right, Your Highness, Your Majesty, is there anything else you would like to say about this pay raise that you're getting?
I am so poor, I can't even afford to give you a compliment.
Well, we love you anyway, ma'am.
Cheaply.
The Queen, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
So I don't know if you saw this, but there was a royal scandal yesterday.
Another one?
Another one.
Like DJ Khaled, another one.
Another one. So Canada's Governor General David Johnston was in London, and he was meeting the Queen to sort of celebrate Canada 150.
Yeah.
And they were walking into a building, and she was walking up a flight of stairs that had a wet carpet. It was outside. And he touched her arm to help her up.
Not allowed to do that.
You're not allowed to touch the Queen.
At all.
It breaks protocol.
Yeah.
So it was a royal scandal that Canada's Governor General broke protocol for helping the Queen up a flight of stairs. And he was fully aware that he did it too. He said that I'm completely conscious of protocol, but I don't want the woman to fall flat on her face with the world's media standing right there.
Because if she does fall flat on her face, people are going to roast him, be like, why didn't you help the woman up?
That's what I'm saying. And you can't at that point say you're not allowed to touch her. You're like, yeah, but you're still a person.
Yeah. And she's like almost 100 years old.
Yes, and weak. And you help a person up flights of stairs. That's what we do. And for him to be taking all this, I don't know, man. So I don't know who else to call or what else to do in this other than the Queen herself. So let's see if we can get her on the phone, Mocha.
Camilla, put another 20 on the bench.
No.
Good morning, Your Royal Highness.
You're interrupting
Sorry,
my
Your
workout.
Royal Majesty. Good morning.
Do you even lift, bro?
So, Mom, the Governor General yesterday put his hand on your elbow to help you up a flight of stairs because you looked like you looked like you were having a little bit of difficulty getting up the wet steps there. He breaking protocol. How do you feel about this?
I am so strong, I can turn peanuts into peanut butter.
Okay. So you're saying what we're getting out of this is that you did not need his assistance.
No, I'm so strong because I've been carrying around the guilt of Diana's death on my back for years.
Wow.
I'm not even laughing at that one at all. Well, let's just continue.
Okay.
Queen, when you are walking around, let's say the royal palace, do you often get asked if you need help?
Yeah.
To get from room to room? No. Do you get asked if you need help getting from room to room?
I am so strong, DC Comics wanted me to play Wonder Woman.
Okay. God, imagine that. So close your eyes for 1 second. Imagine the Queen.
I can picture it now.
Okay, you can picture it?
Yeah.
So you're saying that you did not need help because really this was scandalous. And I know a lot of this sort of, over the top protocol when it comes to the royal family. You're allowed to handshake, but nothing else. There's no other touching. But when you are the age that you are, one would assume.
What age do you think that is?
Okay, one would assume that a little assistance is kind of nice every now and then.
I am so strong, I almost got arrested because the sun was out and therefore the guns were out.
Hey, Queen, did you even ask anyone for help to get up them slippery steps?
Hey, do you have tape, by the way?
No, why?
Because I'm ripped.
Okay, so what you're saying is that you are in fine shape. There's nothing to worry about. And in any sort of future situations where you are walking up a flight of wet steps, you don't need anyone's help. You're perfectly capable, perfectly strong, as you say.
Yes, I am so strong. When Humpty Dumpty had a great fall and the king's horses and all the men couldn't put him together, I did it myself.
Your Majesty,
Okay.
anything else you would like?
Okay, sorry, go.
I am so strong, I make the rock look like a pebble.
Okay.
Do you smell what the pebble is cooking?
The Queen,
All
everybody.
right,
Thank you very much.
Back to my workout.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So it's been a huge, I guess you could even say month for royal news. All of August was really dedicated to the 20-year commemoration of Princess Diana's death. And then just over the holiday weekend, there was a baby announcement that William and Kate are having baby number 3.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, Meghan Markle's big interview in Vanity Fair was released where she's like, Harry's my boyfriend and we're totally in love. And rumor has it that they're already engaged. So now everybody's
really?
like, yeah, that's the rumor. So now everybody's like, so when's that wedding going to happen?
Yeah.
So to get insight on all of this and everything that's going on behind those palace walls, let's check in with the Queen.
Oh.
If you want to give her a call.
Charles, I asked you to build the crib by now. Hello, nursery.
Why is Charles building the crib, Your Majesty?
Because he's got to do something around here.
Right. So hold on here. First of all, good morning, Queen Elizabeth. How are you?
It's the afternoon here. Get it right.
Okay, sorry.
All right, good afternoon, Your Majesty.
Time zones.
Good afternoon, Your Majesty. Let's start with the big announcement. First of all, William and Kate announcing they're expecting baby number 3.
When will the baby move, they asked? With any luck, right after he finishes high school.
Hold on. She ain't even 12 weeks pregnant yet.
Okay. And we know that Kate, like her 2 previous pregnancies with both Charlotte and what's the little boy's name? George. Very bad morning sickness. So how, according to you, what's going on over there? How's the pregnancy so far?
Interesting. What is the most reliable method to determine a baby's sex? Childbirth.
Okay. Good point, Your Majesty. Good
I have
point.
a question, Your Majesty. When did you get the news? When were you told that a new grandbaby was going to be joining the family?
And then she asked me, should I have a baby after 35? And I said, no, 35 children is enough.
Okay.
Should we move on to the possible royal wedding then, Your Majesty?
Who?
Okay.
So Meghan Markle from Toronto, also the star of one of my favorite shows, Suits, is potentially...
Hold on a second. She makes it very clear in the Vanity Fair article that she is from California. She is a California girl who just happens to be living in Toronto.
Meghan Markle, how dare you?
She's a California girl.
Okay, so Meghan Markle from California could be joining the family.
Well, what is the difference between love and marriage? Love is one long, sweet dream, and marriage is the alarm clock.
The Queen got mad jokes today.
Now, a lot of people said that you may not give your blessing to this.
Giving blood?
Okay, no, not. Nobody's asking for your blood, Your Majesty, your blessing, because one, we know Meghan Markle has been married before, so divorcee. It's a no-go getting into
Meghan
the royal
Markle
family.
From California, by the way.
Yeah, and we
Just
also
in case you didn't know.
I don't know her current status as far as her.
Check Facebook.
Okay. But
she's not on Facebook no more.
But she did graduate from a Catholic high school, and I know that also marrying a Catholic is a no-go. So, how do you give your blessing to this wedding if and when it does happen?
Well, what kind of ring do men need in a marriage, you ask? An engagement ring? A wedding ring? Suffering? And enduring.
Okay,
so I can't tell if you're for this wedding, potential wedding, or against
weddings.
it. No,
not
Great
for.
movie. And then there's a funeral.
Okay.
Are you at least a little bit excited for the potential that maybe Harry may have found the love of his life and will sort of walk down that aisle and just the eyes of the world being on this royal wedding when it happens?
Well, what is the difference between love and marriage?
Wow.
Love is blind and marriage is an eye-opener. Philip married Mrs. Wright. He just realized now my first name is always.
Anything else you want to say, Queen?
I've got to go.
Okay.
Don't put the crib over there.
The Queen, ladies and
Your
gentlemen.
Majesty, thank you very much. Nice talking to you.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The Buckingham Palace had a big party over the weekend, huh?
Well, I don't know if it was a big party. So last week, the story was that Prince Harry brought Meghan Markle to the palace to have tea with the Queen. And tea with the Queen is sort of that, the meeting that says an engagement is coming or an engagement has already happened. We don't even know this for sure. But tea with the Queen is a very big deal.
It's like meeting the Godfather face to face.
It's like meeting the Godfather face to face.
You gotta get that approval.
You have to get that. You have to get that approval. And so this is a really, really big deal. We were all wondering when Meghan Markle was going to get a chance to sit down with the Queen. So if you would, Mocha, let's check in with the Queen to find out how it went. If you wouldn't mind calling Buckingham Palace.
Charles, pause Netflix. I will beat you at binge racing.
Good morning, Mom.
Who is this?
It's Roz and Mocha, Your Majesty.
Oh, lovely.
So the big story over here, and I don't know how it played out over there, but the big story here was that you finally sat down and had tea with Meghan Markle last week.
Yes, it's time to get the party started.
So what'd y'all talk about?
Well, first of all, we had a long chat about where they will live once they are married. We have to pick a proper tea.
Proper tea?
A proper tea.
Oh, man. Here we go.
Speaking of tea, what kind of tea did y'all drink?
Oh, we did. I don't recall, but Meg and I had tea for a long time.
For what? I missed that one.
We had tea for oolong time.
Oh, for oolong time.
Actually, Your Highness, curious about Meghan Markle drinking tea. How does she take her tea?
Yeah,
does she put milk in it, cream, sugar, honey? What's the other thing? Not salvia. What's the thing called?
Stevia.
Stevia, that's it. Yeah,
salvia.
yeah.
What, do you think they're sitting there getting high together? That'd be a
salvia.
trip.
How does she take her tea?
Oh, but you do know that she could have dressed a little more regal for our meeting.
Oh.
All she wore was a T-shirt.
That was going to be my follow-up question.
I was going to say she is so excited for the new Jurassic Park movie so she can see T-Rex.
Wow. Okay, so we're already at the T-Rex part of the T-jokes. Does this mean, in fact, that an engagement is pending or an engagement between Harry and Meghan Markle has already happened, Your Majesty?
Well, she did ask if they could steep together.
Oh, yo, Queen, when Meghan Markle and Prince Harry met with you at Buckingham Palace, did they sit beside each other? Were they holding hands in front of you?
Well, you know, it was the start of a beautiful friendship.
Okay.
Wait, what?
It was a brutal.
Between who and who? I think they're beyond friends.
Yeah. When they're there, just out of curiosity, Your Majesty, because they're as far as we know, they're not engaged yet. When it's the end of the day, do you allow them to sleep in the same room in Buckingham Palace, or does she have to stay in the guest room?
Oh, my God, honestly, never. Oh, blasphemy. I have to, first of all, teach her about honest tea.
About honest tea.
You kind of stumbled over your
Speaking
words there.
of, I am so old. When you get to my age, gravity is not your friend.
Okay.
Ladies, you know what I'm talking about.
Am I right, ladies?
All right, Your Majesty, any other tea jokes you want to get off your chest real quick before we wrap up?
We did have a wonderful time together talking about her becoming royalty.
Oh, that's the one. Royalty. Thank you, Your Majesty. We love you so much, and keep doing whatever it is that
Charles,
you do.
don't start the Netflix without me.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So it's the morning after, Mocha. It's the morning after Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip's 70th wedding anniversary. There was a big to-do in Buckingham Palace last night.
I thought you were going to say after their 70th anniversary. I honestly thought you were going to just now say it's the day after the Queen and the Prince are separating.
Come on.
I don't know.
What does it matter with
I
you?
thought you were going to say that they were separating.
Oh, my heart. Anyway, so 70 years together, that is a very long time. The first royal to ever hit that milestone of a 70-year marriage. Big sort of party last night. They did commemorative special portraits for the couple, everything else. So let's find out from the Queen herself how everything went down last night for the big anniversary party.
Philip, put your clothes back on. The phone is ringing.
Wow. Excuse us, Your Majesty.
Good morning,
Hello.
Queen. It's your boyfriends, Roz and Mocha. How are you?
Oh, good morning. I'm really hungover.
Oh, no.
So y'all got turned up last night, huh?
Oh, my gosh.
Your Majesty, 70 years together in a marriage is quite the achievement.
You know, we slept in separate rooms. We have dinner apart. We take separate vacations. we're doing everything we can to keep our marriage together.
That is solid advice. Solid advice.
Can you remember, Queen, back to, let's say, your very first anniversary 70 years ago?
You know, Philip and I were happy for 20 years. Then we met.
Your Majesty, like we said, we love to celebrate, you and everything that you've done, and more importantly,
Jew?
No, not Jew. No, we like to celebrate you and everything you've done. And what did you do, sort of personally, with Philip that was maybe sort of out of the spotlight that we may never get to see? How did you celebrate?
Well, I always say, never go to bed mad. Stay up and fight.
Your Majesty, any marriage advice or any relationship advice to maybe a young couple listening right now? Maybe they're thinking of getting married, or they're engaged to be married, or maybe they just got married.
Well, husbands are like fires. They go out when unattended.
No, that's really
I don't know. I don't see a lot of Philip sneaking around.
I was married by a judge. I should have asked for a jury.
So are things going well, or are they not going well? It sounds like you and Philip had one hell of a night last night.
Well, I haven't spoken to Philip in 18 months. I don't let him interrupt.
Anything else, Your Highness?
I married Mr. Right. I just didn't know his first name was always.
Wow,
happy anniversary, Queen. Thank you
Philip,
very much.
Stop eating cake in bed.
Thank you for chatting with us on the Roz and Mocha Show.
Okay, bye-bye.
It's actually kind of sad today for the Queen.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Podcast.
So the Queen Elizabeth Mocha, has fired her royal bra fitter.
What?
Yes, there's a royal bra fitter.
How do you get that gig?
She's had it forever. So it was a company called Rigby and Peller, and the woman was named June Kenton, and she's been fitting the Queen and Margaret with their bras forever.
Yeah.
And she goes in, and she is the royal bra fitter. And she wrote a book called Storm in a D Cup.
Okay.
And
great title, by the way.
Great title. And she wrote this book, and in the book, she said some private things that went on in Buckingham Palace during some of these fittings. Most of them were just very innocuous, just generic sort of things.
Yeah.
What it's like standing in the room with the Queen, fitting her for a bra with the two corgis staring at her. Right. Just that kind of stuff. But anyway, so the Queen fired her. So the Queen fired her royal bra fitter that had been with them forever because she spoke secrets about what went on. So where we are right now is June Keaton is out of work and the Queen is out of a bra fitter.
Oh, no.
Right. So if you want to call Buckingham Palace, we'll get the latest from the Queen herself.
Philip, pause the crown. No spoiler alert.
No spoilers.
Good morning, Queen Mom. It's Roz and Mocha.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, we're reading this story here that you've fired your royal bra fitter. Can you talk us through this? What happened?
Oh, my Golden Globes are getting more attention than the Golden Globes.
What?
Okay, Your Majesty. So this woman, June Keaton, had been in your life for a very long time, fitting you with bras. What is that process actually like now that the stories are all sort of getting out? Was what she said in the book accurate or no?
Oh, she'll be fine, but I'll keep you abreast of how she does.
Queen, since you've been in business with this woman and her company for 40 years, can you remember the very first...
I have tears!
No. Can you remember the very first time that you met for a bra fitting?
A dyslexic walks into a bra.
What?
Okay. Your Majesty, what sort of is it too forward to sort of ask that maybe what style of brassiere that you do find comfortable? Because I can't imagine it's going to be easy to find another royal bra fitter.
What did the bra say to the hat?
What did the bra say to the hat?
You go ahead while I give these two a lift.
Queen Mom, any favorite colors? Any colors that you dislike?
When was the last time Philip has touched a breast?
Oh, wow.
You fired this one for inside information. This sounds very personal, Your Majesty. When?
In a KFC bucket.
Okay. Poor Philip. Okay, you are, I imagine, on the hunt now for a new royal bra fitter. Are you taking applicants? Are you sourcing, vetting sort of new companies to come in and take over this duty?
Why is a push-up bra like a bag of chips?
Why is a push-up bra like a bag of chips? What are you even talking about this morning, Your Majesty?
You open it and it's half empty.
Since having an official bra fitter for you, Your Majesty, has anyone else in the royal family during the 40 years that you've been exclusive with this one company? Has anyone else in the royal family expressed interest as well?
Why was the mermaid wearing seashells?
Why?
Her boobs were too big for bee shells.
Okay. So questions aren't going to be answered.
Poor Philip.
The only thing close to a bra near me now is my teacup.
Okay, so anyway, there you have it. The Rigby Impeller, the royal bra fitters for the Queen, since 1960 have been fired because of a book that the company head, June Keaton, wrote called Storm in a D Cup. Your Majesty, thank you very much.
How do you catch a bra?
How do you catch a bra?
Set up a booby trap.
Queen Elizabeth, everybody. Queen Elizabeth.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Podcast.
Yo, so the Queen had a birthday on Saturday.
Yeah, 92.
Running things.
And I think they celebrate it twice because I don't think that they like the weather this time of year, so they give her another party in the summer. I think that's actually the case. But also, more importantly, the world is on baby watch right now because
Kate, she's at the hospital.
Kate is at the hospital, apparently.
Baby number 3.
In labor. But the big bash over the weekend for Queen Elizabeth. We know Meghan was there. We know Harry was there.
Yeah.
Who played the show? Was it Kylie Minogue, Tom Jones, Shawn Mendes was there?
Yeah.
Sounds like a lit party, man. You want to call the Queen?
Of course.
Philip, is that my birthday cake? Oh, it's just the shed on fire.
Good morning, Queen Elizabeth. Happy belated birthday. Yo, how litty was your weekend?
Thank you. Roz, are you there?
Yes, Your Majesty. I'm here, hon.
Is it true you're 43?
Shut up. Stop that.
But you're 92.
92. How does it feel to be 92? How was the party?
Oh, I've got 92 problems, but this bitch ain't one.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, Queen. Listen, we heard that the celebration that did go on. Tom Jones was there. Sting was there. Shaggy sang to you. Let's go through the party a little bit. How was it?
I was so drunk. I was yelling, "Come at me, bro," to the mirror.
What was your beverage of choice that night?
I was so drunk. I climbed up a tree and yelled, "Oh my God, look how big this piece of broccoli is."
Hey, we heard Meghan Markle, soon to join the family, was there with her fiance, Prince Harry. Did you guys get a chance to talk during the night?
I was so drunk. I told Shawn Mendes, "I am the captain now."
I don't even get that one.
So good. Let's talk briefly about the everybody's on baby watch right now with Kate in the hospital having baby number 3. What are your feelings on this? Are you excited? You got to be excited.
I was so drunk. I congratulated a potato for getting a part in Toy Story.
Wow, that movie is so old.
Wow, she's 92.
Great reference, Queen. So the celebration continues, I assume.
I was so drunk, I put the crown on and yelled, "Not Slytherin!"
Okay, Queen Elizabeth, anything else you would like to say about your big birthday celebration over the weekend? 92 years old.
Yeah, or the baby, or the upcoming wedding, anything.
You know, I like birthdays, but I think too many can kill you.
Queen Elizabeth, ladies and gentlemen, thank
I
you.
was so drunk, I was asking the cats why they killed Mufasa.
Again, super old reference.
Yeah, super old reference.
Thank you, Queen.
Hey, one last thing. What goes up and never comes down?
What?
Your age.
Thank you, Queen.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Roz, the countdown is on. London, England, gonna be lit tomorrow. Actually, it's already been lit. You've been hanging out, showing up crazy early.
In all of this madness, the one person that we have really not heard from yet, with all the controversy going on with Meghan's family and how there's a commoner marrying into the royal family.
Yeah.
We haven't heard from the Queen yet, and she's always real great to us to take our call when we call. So, Mocha, if you would please give Buckingham Palace a ring.
Philip, I said get me the crown royal, not the actual crown.
Oh, no.
Good morning, Queen. Big weekend for the family, huh?
Oh, yes, hello.
How are you? How are you doing? How are your nerves? I mean, I know it's all about Harry and Meghan, but you have to be burdening a little bit of this stress.
It's been an emotional day. Even the cake is in tears.
So, Queen, are you excited or what? I mean, this is like the entire world attention is now on this big royal wedding tomorrow.
Well, a happy marriage is a matter of give and take. The husband gives and the wife takes.
Hey, Queen, have you had any conversations with Meghan Markle about marrying into the royal family, what she could expect, what her role with the family would be?
I wish them a long and happy life. If it's as long as the wait for this wedding, I'm sure they'll be fine.
Fair enough. The big story, of course, is that Prince Charles will be walking Meghan down the aisle. A little bit unusual. We know her dad had the heart attack. How did that all happen?
Well, if you think your marriage is perfect, you're probably still at the reception.
A lot of taxpayers upset that they have to foot a lot of the bill for this wedding, Your Majesty. What's your response to that?
You know, I'm in a same-sex marriage. The sex is always the same.
Damn it, you old lady. Do you have any advice going into this big weekend?
Yeah, like you and Philip have been together
Queen,
forever.
yeah. Have you had any conversations with Harry or Meghan? Anything that you could share with them?
You know, Harry deserves a good wife. Luckily, Meghan married him before he found one.
Wow.
Wow.
Damn. I don't even know what else to say. Do you have anything else to say, Queen?
You know, marriage is an attempt to solve problems together, which you didn't even have when you were both on your own.
Fair enough. That is actually a solid piece of advice, Your Majesty. Listen, everybody wants to know, of course, what Meghan is wearing tomorrow, but let's put a little bit of the attention back on the real woman here, which, of course, is you. What are you going to be wearing to the wedding tomorrow?
You know, for the sake of your marriage, get a king-size bed, and if you really want to stay married, get two.
Always love chatting with you, Queen. Thank you very much. Have a great
my
royal
girdle?
wedding. What?
Your what?
My girdle.
Oh.
The Queen, everybody.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Huge day today over in England.
What happened?
So Donald Trump's on a big tour over there.
causing a lot of ruckus.
Yeah.
Like just a huge ruckus.
Everybody's protesting over there.
Oh, it's just such a ruckus. But the big story today is that he's sitting down and having tea with the Queen.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Now, do you think she wants to meet with him, or is this one of those things where she has to?
No, I don't think she has to do anything. I think that she wants to, whether she likes him or not. The Queen, if you watch that show, has a long history of meeting with people that she doesn't necessarily like.
Yeah.
I don't get the sense that she likes very many people at all.
Yeah.
I think she's probably still only maybe coming around to Meghan Markle.
She's all right.
So let's give the Queen a call if we could, Mocha.
Charles, orange is the new black is not about Donald Trump. I told you.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Good morning, Your Majesty. How are you?
I am good.
Wonderful. So today's the big day, huh? Having tea with Trump?
Oh, it's going to be a party.
I don't know if you saw, but there are a lot of protests happening in London right now.
There's a lot of what?
Protests.
We're all pro-breasts.
No.
Protests, Your Majesty.
Forget it.
Protests. Well, you have done this in the past, as Mocha was saying, whether you're obligated to do this or not. But we know you met Reagan in '82 and George W. in '08, and of course Obama in 2016. Now, are you obligated to sit down and have tea with Donald Trump?
He's so dumb. He thought Taco Bell was a phone company in Mexico.
Just out of curiosity, Queen, what kind of tea you guys going to be sipping on today?
He is so dumb. When he was fired from M&M's, he was fired for throwing out the W's.
I didn't know that Donald Trump worked for the M&M organization. It's all going down at Windsor Castle. And of course, we were all made familiar with Windsor Castle because that is where Prince Harry, your grandson, and Meghan Markle had their wedding. Is it going to be good to get sort of back into Windsor Castle for another big event?
He's so dumb. He went to the dentist to get a blue tooth.
Oh, my God. Hey, Queen, is anybody else from the royal family going to meet or sit down to talk to or even have tea with Donald Trump?
You know, he's so dumb. When they said it was chilly outside, he grabbed a bowl.
What do you honestly think about Donald Trump?
He's so dumb. He stared at a cup of orange juice for 12 hours because it said concentrate.
Wow. Queen, I have a feeling this tea conversation between Donald Trump and the Queen today is going to go really, really well.
You're savage, Queen. What are you going to wear to the historic meeting today?
A T-shirt, dummy.
That's right. Sorry. My bad.
Yeah, you idiot.
My bad. I'm the dummy.
All right. Queen
Okay.
Elizabeth, is there anything else on a final note that you would like to say about your meeting with President Donald Trump today?
He's so dumb. He cooks with Old Spice.
All right.
We love you, Queen. I feel you could have ended stronger, but we still love you.
I'm dead, what?
No.
Thank you, Queen.
Bye-bye.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Podcast.
Queen will be the first member of the royal family to meet baby Sussex today when she visits Meghan and Harry and her 8th grandchild at Frogmore Cottage.
Frogmore?
Yeah, that's where they live.
That's what it's called?
You sure it's
Yeah.
called that? Did you read that right?
It's Frogmore.
That's hilarious.
Why is that funny?
It just sounds weird.
Why is that
Sounds
funny?
like a Harry Potter
Frogmore.
place.
Yeah, totally.
No, that's where they live, Frogmore Cottage. Why is that funny to you two knuckleheads?
I don't know. It sounds like where Hagrid would live.
Yeah, Frog. Okay,
Frogmore
Yeah,
Cottage.
Say it again.
like
Say it
where
again.
Shrek lives, right?
Totally, yeah. That's the name of his swamp.
Anyway.
Stupid.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Podcast.
You know me and the Monarchs.
Love.
I am not cool. I don't even know. Nobody interests me except for the Queen, because I think the Queen is still a little bit punk rock.
Yeah.
Let me read you this headline. The Queen eats her dinner off a tray in front of the TV because it's cozy and comfortable.
What?
Lady Colin Campbell claims that the monarch does away with formalities at mealtimes because it's homelier. I guess over there, homelier means like homier. We say homier here. They say homelier.
Hold on. So she sits in front of the TV with a tray and her dinner?
She
like
likes
our parents did back in the 80s?
With TV trays.
Yeah?
Like the fold-out ones. I'm sure she has a cart beside the couch. So listen to this. Following dinner, the chefs would then set up a bowl of fruit for Her Majesty to choose from. However, they were mindful to make sure which were in season. So they also go on to say that the Queen has a royal menu book that's completed by a chef, and they give it to the Queen, and she has a pencil, a very specific pencil that she uses, and she makes check marks on the menu and then hands it back in. The one thing the Queen will not allow to be served at Buckingham Palace is what? What is the one thing, the one ingredient that she will not allow the chefs at Buckingham Palace to use?
Garlic.
Exactly.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Because you don't want her breath to stink.
The Queen doesn't eat garlic, and the Queen doesn't serve garlic because she's concerned that garlic clings to the being and you can smell it on your breath.
Yeah. I wonder if after the Queen is done eating, if she's sitting on the couch, right? If it's a couch.
I'm sure it is. Oh, no, it's probably a single chair so nobody sits beside her.
Oh, because I was going to say, I wonder if she does that move where as soon as you're done eating and you're nice and full, you just kind of like push the tray to the side and you do the and you just lay back. You grab a couple of cushions and put it behind your head. You lay back.
Why don't we call the Queen and just ask her?
Philip, mute the TV and the Price is Right. They're calling. Hello.
Oh, so it's The Price is Right that she's watching. That's weird. I
Got
didn't
her
think that
first answer.
the Queen would be watching The Price is Right. Good morning, Your Majesty.
Hello.
We were reading this story where you enjoy your meal, all your meals, not in some sort of giant ballroom or dining room, but on a TV tray in front of the television. Is that accurate?
Charles is such a bad cook. He uses the smoke alarm as a timer.
Okay.
Wow. Hey, Queen, when you are sitting in front of the television, other than Price is Right, what are you watching when eating dinner?
Good question.
Why did Eve bite the forbidden apple?
Oh.
Why?
Why?
Because it tasted better than Adam's banana.
Wow. Sounds like the Queen had a glass of wine with dinner in front of the TV.
Now, Queen, here's another question for you. When you are eating dinner in front of the television with the TV tray, are there other family members around, or are you just doing this solo?
Cheese?
No. Are you eating alone, or are there other people around when you're eating dinner?
I am so lazy, I don't even exercise good judgment.
Okay, so so are you saying that you eat in front of the TV and not in the dining room because you're lazy?
Roz, your name must be Coca-Cola because you're so delicious.
Okay. Wow.
Off the rails.
Getting flirty this morning. You know, I can't remember the last time. I mean, I know it's happened, but I can't remember the last time I flirted with a pensioner.
Clearly, you're not answering the questions that we have.
Fine, which is fine. Queen, so how long have you been doing this? Because to me, this sort of seems, the way it's described, it sort of seems like it's a ritual, that this is something that
I'm weight deprived?
No, you're not white deprived. I said that this seems like a ritual. How long have you been doing this where you take a meal on a tray in front of the television?
The recipe said, set the oven to 180 degrees. So Charles did, but now I can't open it because the door faces the wall.
Wow.
That's a very elaborate joke.
Getting into some geometry jokes here.
All right, Queen, Mom, anything you want to say?
Yeah.
Why does Philip love Chinese food so much? what?
Why does
Boy.
Philip love Chinese food so much?
I have a feeling this is going to be very racist.
Well, it's not us. It's the Queen. Blame
Go ahead.
her.
Why?
Because wonton spelled backwards is not now.
The Queen, everybody.
You're the best.
Thank you, Queen Mom.
I was going to share a vegetable joke, but it's corny. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Powered by Air Transat. Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.